Greetings, YouTube. The Doctor is in. Dr. Urias Papers here, coming at you with another commentary on Dungeons & Dragons. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, hit the like button. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave a question or comment. All right, it's time for another installment of the Doctor Spell Prognosis. And today we are talking about the second level spell, Darkness. I'm giving this an A-. This is an extremely useful spell that has many different uses. So, it is usable by sorcerers, warlocks, wizards, Circle of the Land, Swamp, Druids, and Oathbreaker Paladins. Bards are not on our list of spellcasters, and neither are clerics. Not sure why the cleric. There's a couple cleric domains that probably could be, but they're not. But anyway, it's an action. That's great. It has a range of 60 feet. That's great. It has an area of a 15-foot radius. That is awesome. It's only a verbal and material component, which is negligible. It lasts for 10 minutes, so it lasts a long time. It is concentration, but this is kind of a spell that you do want to keep up. So you fill the area within range with a 15-foot radius of darkness. And it spreads around corners, which is great. Creatures with dark vision cannot see through it. So the question becomes, who can see through it? And non-magical light cannot illuminate it. So a torch, a lantern, things like that. If it's an object that you are holding or one that isn't being worn or carried, the darkness emanates from the object and moves with it. So you could put this on a coin and throw it. You could put it on a rock and throw it. You could put it on a rock at the foot of something that, an opponent that's not carrying the rock or an object, and it can be moved around. Completely covering the source of the darkness with an opaque object such as a bowl or a helm blocks the darkness, just like with light, with the light spell. And in addition, if any of the spell's area overlaps with an area of light created by a second level or lower, so that's Continual Flame or the light spell, the spell that created the light is dispelled. So light from a source that is third level or higher will actually work. Now, it does not say that it dispels darkness in the description of darkness, but you have to look at the description of the light spell because it may say that it dispels the darkness spell. So it's a little confusing in that instance. But this will like snuff out Continual Flame completely, because Continual Flame is, I believe that's a second level. We just did this one actually. Oh, let's see. I hit the back button here. Yeah, there's Continual Flame right there. So Continual Flame is a second level spell, so it'll get snuffed out. So what are some of the best uses for this? Well, obviously with a warlock, you can take Devil's Sight and you can see in magical darkness. And that's one of the only ways I think that you can see in magical darkness. But if we go to game rules and we go to feats, there is an invocation. Invocation feat. Oh, come on. Where is it? It is... There is a feat that you can get an invocation for. Not Keen Mind, not Mage Slayer, Magical Adept, Metamagic Adept. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Ritual Cast, Savage Attacker, Sentinel, Shadow Touched, Sharpshooter. I know it's here. I know there is one where you can pick up. Oh, let's just look at Warlock. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Nope. Nope. Oh, I know that we can get this. There is one that gives us... Oh, let's look at Eldritch. That's probably the word we're looking for. Eldritch. There it is. Eldritch Adept, of course. And so studying occult lore, you learn one Eldritch invocation of your choice from the Warlock class. Your spellcasting ability is Intelligence. The invocation has a prerequisite of any kind. You choose that invocation only if you're a warlock who meets the prerequisite. Okay, so you have to have a spell casting. So you have to be a spellcaster. So a sorcerer could take Eldritch, whatever, and get Devil's Sight, which is right here. You see normally in darkness both magical and non-magical to a distance of 120 feet. So that allows you to see within the darkness spells. We're going to go back here, back here, back here. And that allows you to see within the darkness spell. So essentially, it creates an area where the creature is blinded. They can't see you, rendering you invisible. If you can see, then you can target them normally. And that's kind of the best use for this spell. And it lasts a really long time. And I have seen, as a DM, if you drop this on a party, it really can harm a party. Especially if you've got an opponent who is a warlock with Devil's Sight and they cast it on something they're carrying around, and they don't have any way of seeing through it, it's very devastating. So if we look at the player's handbook, and we look at, I think it's in the environment, vision and light. So a creature effectively suffers the blinded condition. So a blinded creature can't see and automatically fails any ability checks that require sight. And attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. So it has to know where you are before it can even target you. And once it can target you, it's got disadvantage, which is great. So, I mean, there's a whole bunch of great uses for this spell. I love it. I use it a lot, especially with warlocks, with Devil's Sight. So, you know, there is that. And if you're going to build a character build that gets this spell, that's a sorcerer or a wizard, then Eldritch Adept is not a bad feat to get that particular invocation of Devil's Sight, and you know, you'll do pretty good. All right, that's what I got for everybody today. I appreciate everybody tuning in, and I will catch everybody later.